employees are the core of WOW customer experience. This is clearly shown by the different brands, different organizations, that this is an important part. This resource is making more profits. This has got the larger, the bottom line, which is making the big differences than research and development of any product or services. The most important is customer service, and that's what it is going to talk about. Lots of different researchers, thinkers, CEOs and founders of big organizations have talked about. Most important is the Marriott founder, J.W. Marriott. John Willard Marriott has mentioned, very largely it is written on the bold letters within the hotel properties wherever they are going. That is, wherever there is an entrance for the employees or associate, as the Marriott calls them, and they are talking, take care of employees to get better guest satisfaction. That is widely accepted evidence. That means before you talk about anybody else, it is the people who will take care of the customers. If the organization take care of them, then only the organization will make profits. The customer services come second. Kuldeep Nair in his book clearly mentioned employee first, customer second. That is what Marriott has always talked about. His company, his organizations always kept one thing in mind, and that is take care of the employees, and that they have been doing it. Further, there is another organization which always, from the bottom of its heart, the CEO and the founder always got one thing in his mind, and that is Isadore Short in his book Four Seasons. He has boldly written, treat service providers as like hotel customers. They will replicate WOW service to the guests. That means if there is a WOW service beyond anybody's or customer's expectation services, that is from employees. So organizations which look after their employees will definitely have an excellent customer satisfaction, end user satisfaction, and that is what everywhere is evident, everywhere is visible, and that's what every time you can see. We gave example of Starbucks, we gave examples of many other brands. In this, not only the big brands like hospitality industry, there are also brands like Google. They have always been number one when it comes to employee satisfaction surveys. They have always been pretty high up. Then we have given you examples, employee satisfaction. That means if you are motivated, if you are a server, you are motivated, if you are finally looking up to it, that yes, it's me who can make a difference to my organization's services and profits and revenues, then it is nothing to change. That organization will flourish, will make bigger revenues, they will make more profits again and again, and that's what it has been evident clearly. Now further, there are writers, they have already used certain terms in which they have used by saying there are some gold standards, and the WOW service comes from empowered and flexibility of service staff. You give them the power to do something, you empower them. You do not tell them to kill someone, but you tell them to make your customer happy so he gets back to the organization and buys back. We have got the information statistics, which clearly talks about it. There is a repeat guest. The number of guests come back because of the good services offered. But how does he offer when he is empowered? When he is having a flexibility of service. And that is good example in front of us. Joseph Michaeli quoted in his book, The New Gold Standard. And what does he say and who act upon it? The Ritz-Carlton's famous customer service policy, it's pretty legendary. Every single employee, no matter what their role, has the power, empowered to make a spending of United States US dollar 2000 per day to improve customer experience. You empowered your employees. You gave a flexibility without looking at their role. He is not the manager of the hotel. He is not the attendant at the parking lot. He is not only the valet service attendant. It can be anybody. But when it comes to making a customer experience a wow, they have already worked it upon and made a big difference. Ritz-Carlton is considered the world famous customer satisfaction survey and leading it from the top. And that is making everyone to understand that there is empowering service staff and making them flexibility of their service staff. This is making a good results, good revenue, good profits. There is a company which is ITC Welcome Hotels. They have a franchisee brands of today's Marriott, Sheraton brand. Usually all around in the hotels are having all the luxury collections. This particular hotel brand has adopted to give a wow service Six Sigma. That is Six Sigma for wow guest experience. This could be understood thereon by Kano analysis created by Japan's Dr. Noriaki Kano, that customer needs must be matched by customer satisfaction. He wants a kind of a power bulb, but that does not mean he should be getting a satisfaction. Sir, this particular bulb work for 1 year guarantee or a warranty. That he is not only getting a bulb for his home, domestic illumination, but at the same time he is also getting 100% customer satisfaction, which is making wow experience of the customer and coming back them